and welcome to my channel. And today we'll be discussing uh, England versus New Zealand, the test matches that is going to take place on 4th of June at London, Lords. So after the Ashes drubbing, we are getting to see England play again, but this time England is hosting three test matches versus New Zealand, and there has been a gap for 5 6 months. So it will be interesting to see how England, if it at all, how England bounces back from that drubbing, 4-1 drubbing actions. So new year, maybe a new start, fresh start for England, maybe, I don't know. So let's quickly have a look at the squad for both teams. England first. Ben Stokes. Ben Stokes has had a horrible facial injury and he had to go surgery for it, and he's back. So best of luck to him. Break a leg, Ben, and good luck to you. Gus Atkinson, quite successful bowler, quite a good bowler. Sonny Baker. Sonny Baker has been struggling in ODIs and T20s, and I wonder why he has been given a chance in red ball cricket. Maybe the selectors see something in him. But my question to the English selectors is this: why no left arm seamers? You have Josh Hull, you have Sam Curran. Why not both? You see, cricket is a game of angles. Bowling from this hand and bowling from this hand makes a huge difference. Left arm seamers, in particular, trouble right handed batsmen because of the awkward angle that they create. They also create rough patches for the spinners. So it's baffling. What's even more baffling is that New Zealand also don't have a left arm seamer. So for the first time, we'll have a test series probably where both teams don't have a left arm seamer. So that's surprising. I mean, I can't understand it. Why no Josh Hull? Why no Sam Curran? Only the English selectors can handle. So Ben Stokes, Gus Atkinson, Sonny Baker, Jacob Bettel. Unfortunately, Jacob Bettel is injured, the finger injury. You will probably see him after this series because England are hosting Pakistan next. So you'll probably see him at that time. Harry Brook, Ben Duckett, Matthew Fisher, Emilio Gay, Rehan Ahmed. It's good to see Rehan Ahmed in this squad. He plays for Lancashire and he has been taking a lot of wickets in the county season. So I would select him ahead of Shoaib Bashir, who was taken to Australia but did not get a single game. Well, if you're not planning to give him a single game in Australia, why the hell did you take him? Pardon the language. I mean, it's baffling. So it's good to see Rehan Ahmed. I would pick him ahead of Shoaib Bashir. Maybe both. You never know. But with Joe Root, you'll have three spinners. Maybe at Lords you could do that because Lords wicket does tend to help suit the spinners a bit. So James View, Ollie Robinson. It's good to see old Ollie back. He's a veteran. He was there in the previous Ashes, but he was dropped. I don't know why. Maybe because of form. Joe Root, Shoaib Bashir, Jamie Smith, and Josh Tongue. Josh Tongue is quite a good bowler. He bowls full and he tries to get that swing. So it's a good squad. Question number one for you would be, where is Jofra Archer? Well, Archer had a very successful IPL, and the English selectors are managing his workload, and it's good because you don't want Jofra Archer to go the way Mark Wood did. Mark Wood is a bowler for who plays for England, who bowls 150 plus, but first test Ashes he got injured, and you don't want Jofra Archer to go that way. Although to say Jofra Archer has never been the same after his shoulder surgery. Before shoulder surgery, he was quite little. He's still little right now, but he has lost a little bit of potency, you could say. and so England selectors are quite carefully managing his workload. So overall, it's a good squad. Good to see many youngsters and some veterans, Ollie Robinson as well. But my question for the English selectors are, why no left arm seamers left? You have Josh Hull, you have Sam Curran, or maybe some new person, but why no left arm seamers? I can't understand. So it's quite a good squad. It's a decent squad. Now for New Zealand, Tom Latham, Tom Blundell, Devon Conroy, Zach Fox, Matt Henry, Jameson, Mitchell, Henry Nichols, Willow Rook, Glenn Phillips, Vachin Ravindra, Mitch Santner, Nathan Smith, Blair Chicknell, Kane Williamson. So New Zealand have a very well experienced squad, and they are quite doing quite well in Test cricket. They beat India in India 3-0 whitewash, and I think they beat West Indies. West Indies were touring New Zealand, and they whitewashed them as well at home. So they're doing quite well at Test cricket, but this will be a very different challenge. English batting, despite that Ashes drubbing, is much better than New Zealand batting. But New Zealand bowling, I would say, is a much more lethal attack than English bowling, given that there is no Jofra Archer and Mark Wood. So it will be an interesting battle, but the edge definitely goes to England because they are playing in home conditions. Another thing to remember is that Ben Stokes needs to avoid that martyr complex, in the sense that he has been performing for England only. All the other players have to step up their game, particularly Harry Brook and the other players, Atkinson, Smith. They have to, Jamie Smith in particular. So they have to step up. It's a team of 11. It's not a team of one. England under Ben Stokes and England under any different captain, let's say Harry Brook, are totally two different Englands for sure. Ben Stokes has that Richard the Lionheart personality. You know, Richard the Lionheart used to thrust himself in the battlefield, and he used to win victories for England. So Ben Stokes is quite similar to that. And that the problem with that is that other players then, oh, Ben is doing it, we don't want to do anything, just relax. And then so they need to pull up their socks. So what should be England's approach? Baseball is all right, there's nothing wrong with that, but the problem is that other players, other teams have started to counter it. They have formulated plans to counter that. You can modify your version of baseball. So what I am saying is this: one player can just go for it, punish the bad balls, and respect the good ones. The other players should have a solid, good defense. A lot of players in this English squad have a natural attacking game. Don't curb that. For example, Ben Duckett, Harry Brook, Ben Stokes, they have a natural attacking game. Don't curb your natural attacking game. Just go for it. Punish the bad balls. If it's a good ball, respect it. Okay. But Joe Root and let's say Emilio Gay, I haven't seen much of him. They should stick to defense. I remember Joe Root getting a century at Edgbaston, and after getting the century, the way he was going for reverse scopes, my God, I think at the end he got 154 or something. So after he crosses 100, he can become quite an aggressive batsman, and that's the approach he should keep. So Harry Brook, Ben Duckett, Ben Stokes, Jamie Smith, they should go for it. Just they should play baseball, punish the bad balls, but respect the good ones. So will Joe Root cross Sachin's 15,000 runs record? Of course he will. If there's anyone, it should be Joe Root. He's a gem of a person. I haven't met him personally, but he does not sledge. He's a family person. Cricket is a gentleman's game, and Joe Root is a proper gentleman. So if I want anyone to break Sachin's record, it should be Joe Root. He does not sledge. He does not abuse the opposition. He's quite respectful. He's one of the he's one of the gentlemen who's still playing the game of cricket. So Joe Wood should easily cross Sachin's record, and I'll be happy for him. So England should win the toss and chase because they have rain there's a forecast for rain on all 5 days of the Test match. In England, it rains cats and dogs, and England is one of those countries when it can rain at just say like this. You never know, all of a sudden clouds gather and it starts to. And when it rains, it usually pours. So all 5 days is a forecast for rain. So you chase first because rain interruption will disrupt the batsmen. They will break their concentration. Overcast conditions, you'll get movement for your bowlers. And so should New Zealand. Both teams should be looking to bowl first. New Zealand, I don't know what their approach will be because I haven't been following much of New Zealand's cricket, but I do know that they wrecked India in India 3-0 whitewash, and when West Indies came to tour them, the West Indies also lost whitewash. So they are a pretty dangerous team. However, their batting is a bit weaker compared to English batting, and their bowlers had a very off World Cup. So I don't know whether they'll be fresh or not. Mitch Santner is back. That's good news. You will need him in Lords. Vashin Ravindra is there, good ball, decent spin. Daryl Mitchell can bowl. Zach Fox, Mark Henry, still a very lethal bowling attack. Kyle Jameson. So do not underestimate New Zealand. That's good. That's what I would say to the English coach, captain, players, selectors. Do not underestimate New Zealand. It will be a one tough fight, and it will be a very good test series. And I'll be watching and covering it for you. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe. Thank you very much.